Christmas to remember. Power 95 with the spirit of December. Gather around with your friends and family. Make memories with music that we fill the air with, bring you cheer with. Spread love through the atmosphere with, whether at home or across the sea. Power 95, yeah, we spreading the glee.
So this holiday we're sending our love with candy canes and mistletoes and turtle doves. With Power 95 on the dial, it's a Christmas to remember.
Power 95, the spirit of the season. The views expressed in the following program aren't necessarily those of Power 95. Ladies' Room comes to you compliments of Renwick and Thompson Limited and Beacon Insurance.
When you get to a certain age, different things drive you. Like the anticipation of a new adventure, the comfort of having friends who've become family, or just enjoying that journey to the next destination. At Beacon, we've given our 50-plus drivers more value and greater convenience with hassle-free sign-up, flexible payment plans, and free benefits. Call us at 440-4447 or log on to beacongrenada.com for a quote today. And let us help you keep doing what drives you.
2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6.
Education multiplies their chances and places the world of opportunity in their hands. No matter where they are in the world, make sure they're prepared for their journey back to school with Western Union. School fees, books, room and board, whatever the reason. Knowledge, independence, opportunity. Western Union, moving money for better.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the room. Welcome back to the show. It is Wednesday, November 29th, final Wednesday in the month of November. So, hope everybody's having a good morning so far. Shout out to all the Sagittarians in the building. Good morning, Winston. How are you? I am well, thank you so much. Mel. Mel sent me a pot of cocoa tea. It's cold. Boy, get used to it. Brace yourself. Shout out to all the folks out in the US and in Canada and the United Kingdom and wherever else you are. You know, powered up. Hope you guys are having a great day. Trying our utmost to keep you warm, you know, with the music of the season, some nice parang, etc., etc., etc. Listen, we ain't sticking today because this one. Yo, these comments have me dying. When I tell you I'm dying reading these comments, I need to lift y'all up in prayers. I swear, I need to lift y'all up in my prayers. Anyways, so Elimas Hitman Hurricane Roger Gilbert called me at, I don't want to lie. Jackie, could you call Elimas and tell him I'm live? Because he has to call me on my phone. Because I don't know what he's doing. I can't add him to the live. I don't know what he's doing. Anyways, Elimas called me at 8:19 this morning to forewarn me that he wants to participate in the conversation this morning. I don't know if Elimas is any expert in tools or he has tool shop shared or whatever the case might be. But Elimas called me at 8:19 a.m. and made sure to let me know he wants to participate in the conversation this morning. So he says he upgraded to an iPhone and he doesn't know what he's doing because he's not really an iPhone man. So things probably are not going the way it ought to. And until Jacqueline can get to him and show him what he needs to do, we have to work with what we've got. Shantae, good morning. Let me just run through the who's here quickly. Good morning, Jennifer. Hope you're keeping warm out there in Boston. Good morning, Nikisha Allen. Good morning, Rita Williams. Good morning, Rajesh McIntosh. Good morning, Larry Ching, whatever. Head or head. What does that mean? Good morning, Sonia. How are you? Good morning, Maureen. Jackie, good morning. Morning, Shauna Dakota. Good morning, Shante. Good morning, Maria. Debbie Crony, good morning. Jackie Shaiton, good morning. Marianne, good morning. Melvin, yeah, Mel. See you trying to stay warm with that cocoa tea. Morning, Michelle Douglas. Good morning, Elva Bonaparte, Elvia. I think it's Elvia or Elvia. Which one is it? Anyways, good morning. Nicole, good morning. Laurel, good morning. Maria, good morning. Yeah, heard it's colder in Canada. Irvin Lewison, good morning. Good morning, Nairobi. Judy Ann Williams, good morning. Morning to those of you on the YouTube, and good morning to you if you're listening to us on radio, 95.1, 95.3, or online. We ain't sticking this morning because this one is a long read. Good morning, May Cyrus. I need to get it out of the way, and we can start the conversation, and we can get, what's his face? Debbie, get ready. For the love of God, can you just leave me alone? Please, thank you very much. Yo, if annoying was a person, I swear. Listen, this topic this morning, I posted it about 7 something. And I swear by 8 a.m., it was over 200 plus comments. And do we even talk about the shares? I've never seen y'all share anything that fast. Just goes to show where y'all brains and minds are, right? Mm-hmm. Ah, boy. I tell you. Anyway, let me get into it. I can't stick today. Hold on. Let me just make sure. Let me come off my phone. So as I was saying, I need my tissue on hand because I have a feeling I'm going to be laughing a lot this morning. So the story goes like this, and I have to edit it for radio purposes. I have to make it more radio friendly, so bear with me. Some words I might have to remove, but if you want the full gist of the thing, you can go onto my Facebook page. It's public, so you can read to your leisure. All right. We currently stand at 422 comments, 28 shares. So, a young lady says that she's Annie. Good morning, Bonnie Parker. Hey. Well, wait, I have to stop and say good morning to my good friend Otter Guavman Hostain, the mayor of Guav St. John. Welcome, my friend. I ain't seen you, I ain't hearing you. All is well? All is well. All right, nice. Morning, Coffee. Morning, Black Queen. Morning, Shoma. I come off my phone. Oh my gosh. Morning, sis. Morning, Janelle. Luke. Well, good afternoon. I think you're in London. So the story goes like this. She's 25 years old. Will be 26 very soon. I got married in June this year, and she says I'm faced with a big problem. I like to say from the outset that I love my husband. We attended the same church before we got married, and we're still there. I became a Christian when I was 19. By that time, I had 3 different boyfriends, and I made love to all 3. It's not something I am proud of, but all my friends, were engaging in sexual intercourse, and I was no different. After I got into a 3rd relationship, I was invited to a crusade, and I became a Christian. I tried to be a good Christian. I stopped engaging in sexual intercourse, and this man who became my husband did not pressure me for it either. But looking back now, I wonder if I made a mistake. We made out, but we never touched each other's private parts. He never saw me naked, nor did I see him naked. I used to tell myself I have a good Christian man. Story continues. As I write this letter to you, tears are flowing down my face, and I wonder why my husband did not tell me the truth about himself. After our wedding, we took off on our honeymoon. My friend who was married helped me to pack my bag with every little thing she knew I would need as a young married woman for my honeymoon. Story continues. When we got to our hotel and we booked in, it was just time for us to eat. We ate, and I tried to get my husband to shower with me. He told me to go ahead, so I did. After he had his shower and he came into the room and I looked at him, I could barely see his private part. It was so small, so I got up, turned on the light, had a look at him. The man's private part was so small. Like, small. Descriptive words, including like a child's little finger. I was surprised. I asked why it was like that, and he said he did not make himself. And the night we made love, he couldn't manage. I didn't feel anything. We tried again later, and I realized that I was in trouble. And he became embarrassed. The thing is, he is a good man, you know, a good provider, 27 years old. However, I know what it is to feel sexually satisfied because, as I said, I've had boyfriends before my husband. I don't know what to do. I refuse to discuss this with anybody, not even my closest friends. And this is why I'm writing to you. What should I do? My husband told me that if I did not sleep with these guys, I wouldn't have considered him small. I hate to think of leaving my husband, but I may have to do so unless this problem can be solved. I'm not sure how you solve a problem like that, or if you can. There's so many things to unpack in this thing. I don't even. Jackie, tell Eli must call me, please. There's just so much to unpack. I don't even know where to start. Let me start at the top before we get down to solving the problem. There are pros and cons. Okay. You keep calling me Papa. Eli Moss.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Seems like it's a beautiful morning on your end. You're not cold, you're warm?
No, it's very cold in Brooklyn. It's very cold, you know. Very cold. Very, very cold. You remind me of over Granite Turn and up your place in Concord called Brooklyn in the back of there, you know.
That's the places you used to go in your piece in your
Brooklyn, yes. Brooklyn was one of the spots, yeah. Brooklyn. You have Brooklyn, you have Lake Antoine, you have over the hills, Granite Town, you have down by SSU Barracks, you have where they teaching people how to drive, you have Fort Judy, you have am I live, Arona?
Yes, you're live, Eli Moss.
So
Very
why
much.
you have me live talking, giving out all these spots in Grenada, Arona? You can't be doing me that.
Those-
People look up to me.
Those are historical spots. Those are scenic spots. As a visitor coming to the island, you can go check them out. Grande Tang is a tourist spot. Fort Frederick and the other places you mentioned. So it could be used for.
And
Apparently,
we
it was
have-
not
we have-
used for those purposes when you went there. But
Okay, yes, and we also have Bartway and Lake Antoine and the Long Wall and the Greens and Paul's Depot. All right, let's get to the top.
so Eli Moss, you was a tour guide, Eli Moss, back in your day. You were a tour guide.
I went to school. I just never went to university, but I went to school. I went to St. Patrick's REC. I went to McDonald College. I went to SAS. You understand?
All right,
I read a lot.
So
I
you
read
made
a
so
lot.
you made the wrongs.
Yeah, I read a lot. I read. I know about places. Yeah, I read.
Okay.
Yes.
So I guess you saw the situation this morning because you called me very early.
Yes, and I just listened to you too, and I said, let me call Oli because I had to step out just now. So I listened to you, and I said, let me call one. Now I'm getting straight to the point, and this is my opinion. I'm blaming the woman 100%. And listen, my reason for blaming her.
Let me hear.
You have to test the waters before you get married to somebody.
The
I
lady's
just
a
put it in
Christian,
local
Elimus.
way.
The lady's a
What
Christian.
Christian you
A
talking
good
about?
Christian woman. The
This thing
lady
about
baptized and
this
found
thing
the
about
Lord.
so this thing about Christian, about the Bible, say, well, I don't know about the Bible because I don't read the Bible about marriage before sex and all that. That don't make any sense. You have to have the full package. You fall in love with people and you marry people when you know everything. They could cook, they could this, they could that, the full package. No, I show she regret now because she didn't know. You have to, why people date? You date to get to know certain things. You may not do everything, but when you date, you get to find out certain things, and it's your decision whether you want to go forward or not. You understand? So this Christian thing about, well, anyway, a lot of Christians learned something this morning about married before sex. How that could happen? Me don't gonna marry no woman and the sex so good. You understand? Sex is part of the package. Sex very important in a relationship. And again, some people are very, very confusing. Some females. I ain't saying all. Some females are very confusing because all my life and all my experience in this world, I hearing it's not the size, it's the skills. And it's small, but it
I
can do
lie.
the job.
I
And
lie.
when it big, it's too big, they can use it and what and what. Let me give you a little story, and that's the honest truth. No makeup thing. I've been real with you. I used to date a girl from St. George's. And when we making love, she used to cry for me while we do it. She crying, good cry. You know, Specky, you are the perfect one. You have the perfect tools. Let's say tools. You have to video and radio.
Yeah.
Specky, you are perfect tools. And your tools so big and you are the perfect tools. And you are the best, you are the perfect tools. While we making love all the time, she crying. And I'm walking around St. George's on my tools, thinking I had the perfect tools, and I'm feeling good. I'm walking high around St. George's. When I get in home, I start to cry now. This time I doing the crying because I want to know if my tools so perfect again. What wrong with my tools?
So you
You understand?
you didn't ask her?
Well, I didn't get a chance. When I get in home, I go about my business. Me doesn't, when I get in home around, I don't go in. I doesn't stay around until I always believe it could happen again. And I don't want no man laughing me. Once I get it, I gone. I tell you that already, and I see you. Once I get it, I gone. I don't have time for the second try. Go happen again. So, I'm being honest with you. It's a ticklish kind of situation. But around this thing about married before sex, that don't make any sense in my book, and it never makes sense all my life. It never makes sense because you fall in love with people when you're impressed with something, not sex alone. But when you're impressed with a lot of stuff, some people around you might see a man coming after you and a nice handsome guy, and you're like, in your mind, when you get to know his personality, that's on you off.
So you will not advise anybody, man or woman, to get married without knowing what their partner is like
You
in
have
bed
to
or whatever the
test.
case may
Arona
be.
sex is very important in a relationship. As a man who been around, I could tell you that Arona, when a woman give us good sex, when a woman give us good sex, we climbing the mountain to find that woman. Well, not the sex alone, but I'm telling you, we remember the good sex. You ever hear that parang? Every time I see Joanne, I remember the piece of ham. You know that parang,
I
right?
know that parang, yes.
You have it?
I think I have it somewhere there. I'll look for
Play
it.
it before your program done.
Who sing that song again?
I remember the piece of ham.
Who sing that again?
I think a group from one of them from Hermitage up there, but somebody might text and tell you.
Okay.
One of them from Hermitage. I eat something. Every time I see Joanne, I remember this. That is talking about good sex, very important. And a lot of women will tell you that too. Yeah, some women, when they think about sex, man give them before, and they don't matter how bad the man mess up, they always make a little hook up again. They always make sex very important. Married before sex. You're mad. That do they in my book.
Because
I love sex and I love good sex. And when I get good sex, it play on me mind, I remember.
the lady says, because but how as a man, because after telling him all of that and not, do you think that the man should have said something to her before?
Well, we don't do that. We don't do that. Come on, we don't do that. Man just tell woman on the phone, or if I hold you, what I go do you, and if I hold you, and sometimes he lie, nothing we can perform, but we have to say that to impress the woman because we want her. It happens all the time, and then when the woman goes, she was very disappointed. Women give that story all the time. Sometimes it happened to me too, and I don't know.
But the
You
the
understand?
husband went so far as to tell her that if she did not sleep with the other three guys before she became a Christian and start going to church, blah blah blah,
I
she
laugh
wouldn't
when
have
I hear that.
she wouldn't have considered him small.
He talking stupidness. He say that to take a shame in the eyes. He talking stupidness. That don't make it no sense. When you say that, I laugh. That don't make it no sense. When we making love to a woman and we come in 2 minutes and then we just find excuse to, oh God, baby, forgive me. Hard work today, thing. Because we embarrassed, we shame. I go through that already. We embarrassed because we know you understand. We embarrassed. So he just talking stupidness if she didn't sleep with people. He's supposed to be better than who she sleep with. So he talking stupidness. Not everybody that have it. That just straight up. Not everybody that have it. You don't have the tools. You don't have the tools.
So do you think a relationship can survive with a situation like that? Are there other things they'll be able to do that can substitute?
Of course, yes. Yes, of course, yes. Yeah, a lot of people, they with the man. I have a family member who tell me she man not that good, he don't perform that good, but she like him. And whatsoever he come with, she make it work. But I just telling you, sex very important. But you have some people make it work, without the sex. They make it work because you have other qualities that come up. You understand? But Elymus Gilbert don't making it work without sex. The sex have to be good. That's Elymus Gilbert. You understand? The sex have to be good. Because if the sex do good, and I have you around for other reasons, maybe to help me finish me downstairs or something, I go sleep with other people. Real people doesn't like that, but I'm being honest with you. It's very important. It's very important in a relationship.
I mean, listen, they say different strokes for different folks. What is important to you may not be important to another person. That is an important part for you, so you're not just going to get married to somebody and not know what you're getting before you get it. And there are others who are deeply into their faith and they believe, hey, personality and all of that.
Yes.
And then you find out after the fact that, hey, this person isn't adequately equipped to handle the job. So what do I do now?
Let me tell you something before I leave. I have a friend, a family member from Sotters. Once me and I sit down chatting, and she says, Specky, I just hand me baby father, I've been honest with you. And I just hand him, and they say the man I just hand him with, what the man does do to me. And the excitement and the freakiness, my baby father do they on that. My baby father is a good person, but think.
So, but how come we don't have these conversations with the people that we're with? So why she ain't tell the man that instead of honeying the man? Why she ain't tell the man, okay, this is what I like, this is what I don't like?
Some man can deal with that too. So no, we can't deal with the truth all the time. Being honest with you. We can't deal with the truth. Imagine I dealing with a woman and she telling me, well, expected to me and the performance is so good. She go hurt my feelings, I mean, if she tell me, I go try to improve, but there's a lot of things we can't deal with. Yeah, you can't deal with, Yeah, remember when I used to watch you also, Rona, when you used to be walking in Sotheby's area and I used to watch you, you were right 1 or 2 times, and I tell you how much I'm interested in you, and you tell me when you were stupid, you didn't take me. I remember that. I just had to put that in a song, and you hurt me feelings then. You hurt me feelings because you were straight to the point. You tell me straight up you don't want me.
Spec, you remember that?
Take me. No, you have a little sense. You ain't go take me. You hurt my feelings. I tell Ovin Simon, my good friend, and I tell Ovin start to laugh. I tell Ovin, I asked Ovin why he laughing. He start to laugh. He said, but you hurt my feelings. We all cannot take the truth. We can't take the truth.
I can't believe you remember that.
We cannot take the truth. Imagine you telling a man, you can't perform. You can't perform. You understand? We hurt people's feelings sometimes. We hurt people's feelings, and then sometimes we lie for them. People might ask us, how was this last night? Sometimes we don't put and we tell them yes.
I can't believe you remember that. So
when the woman told me I had the perfect tools, I walk around St. George's, I tell you, I walking on me live, I singing on stage and crowd, mashing up face and rating me and making noise. I never feel good. So like when the woman tell me I had the perfect tools, if you see me walking around something like that, if I had the perfect tools, why she take other people?
What's going on my phone?
Yes, you understand. So what I saying, that is just my opinion, and I know a lot of people will agree with me. You have to test the water around. You have to test. Let me ask you a question and be real with me. Would you get involved with a man who take him serious if all you date and things happen and he do good around, would you? Why you go do? You go tell him about it. You go continue with the
No.
relationship. You go,
Well, Specky, the same way I tell you when I was stupid, me and think you when I have sense, what I'm doing with you. It's the same way you have to tell the person. It's either they get offended, it's either they take it for what it's worth and learn from it or something of the sort. But I believe if you're dealing with somebody, you're supposed to be able to tell them how you're feeling. Whether it's bedroom, out of the bedroom. But the thing is, we're more comfortable telling the whole marriage and parish, everybody else, but we're not comfortable telling the person that we're actually with what we like and don't like. If the person is genuinely into you and interested in you like that and want it to work, they will make the necessary adjustments. You know, they'll do it in the.
And you have some people that got it, or have it, sorry, and you have some people that don't. You have some people that good on them thing, good on sex, good on this, good, and you have some people that is not their thing. They go do it, but they're not like.
But you see, that happens, Sprecky, because a lot of the times it's because of the same misconception. We go through relationships and people would have man as well as woman. And nobody would tell the person about their shortcomings. Everybody hype everybody up. Yeah, boy, you're the best. And in your mind, you're sucking your teeth or you're upset. Like, what this person going to move from you? They hurry up and come. And you know, all sorts of different things go through your mind. But you're hyping the person up and giving them the notion that they're the best. Like the lady tell you whatever and she's still on you. That is what we do.
Last week I do some, last week I was thinking and then I was thinking that all the women I deal with tell me are good, but none stay with me. I wonder why is the problem. All tell me are good. The performance was, but none stay with me.
Your ways. Apart from performing
And
good, your ways.
I was thinking about something again.
They say you are spending hiply to see more wine. That is why they're leaving you.
I don't want to mind people's business, but I was thinking about something again. You know, Jackie is supposed to be man all the time, but lately I don't find Jackie posting she man. I don't know, maybe the tools is the problem.
No, Papa. No. Jackie posted on the same post this morning in response to somebody that SDA men are very well equipped. Okay?
But I doesn't see Jackie.
And the young man is an SDA.
Jackie is supposed to be man all the time. Lately I've been monitoring her. I don't see she posting the man. Something wrong. Maybe the tools. You're trying to defend Jackie? Anyway, have a wonderful day. May God bless you.
I got my life also. I am dying. I am much of a Jackie and Specky business and staying far from that one. Lady, have a right to post or not to post. And in this environment, it is better to not post than post. All right? Keep your business to yourself. Because he threw 2 little words the other day, and before you know it, people went back asking questions, asking if the man wanted that for papers, to get married for papers. So, Jackie, do not post anything. Keep your business away from social media, all right? Don't follow Eli Moss and them. And then when things go wrong, Eli Moss and them still join in and laugh you. Don't do it. Anyways, so Eli Moss is saying, from a man perspective, and of course, guys, you can call in. Ladies, you can call in. We have a couple minutes left. Your thoughts. Do you think it's going to work? Do you think it works if you don't know what your partner is working with or equipped with, and you find out after the fact? Should you know beforehand? Even if you don't go all the way, because she says they've made out, but they've never engaged in the practice. So it was a complete surprise to her. Night of the honeymoon, you're excited and ready to start, everything that, makes up a marriage, and only to find out that the person is lacking in a particular department. Someone says, I cannot relate to her. I don't know how she feels, but if she loves and he's a good man, there are other ways to get pleasure. I do believe that the question she asked him, though, about how it is so small, probably added to his lifelong trauma. But sis, do you? If you can't make it with that size, I've never walked in your shoes. And if you're a Christian, you should not complain. Take it to the Lord in prayer. You're wicked. Good morning.
Good morning. And I was listening, I said it and I said to myself, do not call on this topic because you know how it get.
Your hand scratching you.
He scratched me. Oh my God, they're both wrong. She's wrong and he is wrong. Christianity has nothing to do with it, and this is coming from somebody that grew up in church. You're eventually going to venture down that road when you're married. So you're telling me that you're so much of a God-fearing person that you don't even want to mention the word in the process of quoting? No. These are things you have to ask. Are you that kind of person? I'm going to tell you I am this kind of. These are things you need to discuss. You need to discuss what you like, what you don't like. You need to discuss, if you are. I have to be radio sensitive here. This is why the points are called. You need to discuss certain things. You need to open up to certain things. If you decide you're not going to venture down in having intercourse before marriage, we have to respect that. For me, that's not going to happen. Because it is a deal breaker.
It is a deal breaker, especially because you see the thing is, and what made it worse is the fact that she had other partners before him and saw what they were working with. So now she probably had this expectation in her mind that, you know what, my husband is probably going to be more or close to or average as or whatever the case might be. So this is like a complete shocker to her, seeing, what she saw, considering she was with 3 people before.
Exactly. But women have an advantage over men when it comes to knowing whether or not he's well endowed. We are blessed to just look at a guy and be able to average and say, okay, he's there or he is there. Men, on the other hand, don't have that advantage, but we do.
So you probably need to start telling him, man, okay, you need to put on sweatpants when you're around. Let me see something.
Not necessarily. I could look at a gentleman and say, he is blessed.
Really?
Yes. I can look at you and tell you. Others I may say, well, he's kind of iffy, but he's not bad. I can look at, and I'm always right. Not that I speak everybody, but I'm always right because I just ask. I'm well fast like that. She could have been able to tell. She could have been able to determine. You can't tell me they're fondle. At no point they're fondle. I don't believe that. They would fondle because we are both spirit and we're flesh, and the flesh would yield. They fondle each other, and she probably thought, he wasn't really aroused at the time, so she was hoping. And what if the tables were turned and he was well endowed and she was widely opened? What then? And there's other ways of pleasing her.
But the thing is, they have to be open to it. And, with this whole Christianity, and they don't believe in this, and they don't believe in that, and we don't use this, that too could be problematic because you know how it goes, when people are deep in their faith, they don't believe in extra toys in the bedroom. They don't believe in nothing of that sort. So he has to be open to being, creative and, wanting to explore different options. Otherwise, that marriage, sad to say,
that's an excellent point. And if she's stressing on the fact that she's a Christian, then that should not matter to her past. She should not compare her past to her present because she's supposed to be a new creature in Christ. And he's supposed to change her in and out, and she's supposed to accept it. She's supposed to say, this is what the Lord said for me.
When people go in their bedroom, Christ is absent from the bedroom when they go inside.
Exactly. So then don't use Christ to cover Christianity to cover it up. Either it's all the way, it's no way.
Jesus should make up the rest, but it's not happening in this case. Jesus is making up the rest. So you have to walk with what they have.
And there's miracle. Go down on your knees,
Go to God in prayer.
Have a good morning.
Have a good morning. No, we're laughing, but this is serious. The lady is really upset. The lady is really, really shell-shocked. She's looking for solutions. And like I said, if you guys are open to the idea, there are different things you can use to spice up your bedroom life, or you'll have to probably seek sex therapy or speak to somebody, because like you said, he's a good man. And you wouldn't want to just throw away an entire relationship because, the sex isn't sexing, Maybe there are other things that you need to explore, have a conversation with him because, of course, he's going to be defensive now. He'll be feeling a type of way because you know how men are when the egos are when it comes to that, And telling the man that his business is, coming out right and telling him like that. I mean, not like he doesn't know, but to hear it from his wife, that could really put him on the defense. You know, let me see if I can take this last call. Oops, got my time. Good morning. Good morning. That person dipped. Anyway, Selvan says that's an easy fix. You need to get some red lavender, spirit of springtime, 3 cloves of garlic, some kakabeke, 3 crown blue, 5 grain of sting bush, and take the man and bring him to the sea on a full moonlight and properly bathe him while saying the rosary. And make sure every day you pray for your intentions. You're welcome. Selvan, come up for life, please. Tell me how red lavender and spirit of springtime will suddenly make the man, give the man more tools in the shed. Like, tell me how. Like, seriously? But anyways, getting ready to go. But my thing is, people believe in what they believe in, especially when you're, going to church and, following the whole Christian thing. There are disadvantages and advantages, as we can see in this point, of not knowing what you're going to get until you get it. Abstinence until marriage has its advantages and disadvantages. So, from a spiritual point of view, that's the advantage. But the disadvantage is the reality that hits you that you're not prepared for. You may hope and pray that everything works out, everything is what it's supposed to be, but that is a chance that you're taking. You might win, you might lose. So you have to decide beforehand. You probably might still abstain, but y'all don't shower together. Like you said, y'all meet out, and at no point in time you didn't feel a type of way. And that should be a red flag. The fact that he was always so hesitant, to expose himself or to even shower with you, it definitely showed that he's fully aware of his shortcomings and didn't want to put everything out there like that, because that might have been a deterrent. He probably would have turned the other way and be like, nope, not today. But in this case, y'all went all the way, and on the night of honeymoon, you understand what you're working with, or you're not working with. So, how do you fix it? It's not no easy fix. Like I said, you have to be open. The both of you have to be open-minded, especially him. There's a million and one other things you can use. He's aware of his shortcomings, and like he said, he didn't make himself, because I'm sure he would not have went to the shop and said, give me that small one. He's fully aware he didn't make himself, so you can't really hold that against him. That is what he was blessed or not blessed with. That's what he has to work with. But I'm sure there are other things that you can use to at least add some spice to your bedroom and your bedroom activities, bearing in mind that you guys have, according to him, have a great relationship. And of course, you guys working with Cinema Chris. Face beforehand. Even a picture. Is that considered a sin if you ask for a picture before? Like, you look at a picture before, is that like a sin? Y'all never exchange photos? No. Boy, I don't know. This one's tough. But I pray that you guys find a solution. You guys will need to sit and have a conversation about it, because you're not happy, he's not happy. And until you sit and have a conversation about it, there's no working around it. What beats it in Melon J? Beckett says small. No, in this case, Beckett was talking about something else. Beckett was. That's a lie. Glenroy, that's not the case. That's not the case. Even too big, too small, too large, whatever. That's not the case. Is he's not able to function the way he needs to function. Anyway, guys, go about your business and let this be a lesson. I can't do these comments, I swear. It says it's only a sin if it triggers loss. Well, people want to see what they're working with, and if it so happens that your faith does not encourage you doing that, then whatever you get is what you're going to have to take or work with. That's a chance you have to take. So you decide what works for you. All right? There's not going to be America here. If that's what it is, that's what it is. Unless you do surgery or something else. There's no miracle happening here. Anyways, guys, I thank you for your time, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place for another show. Thank you to our friends at Beacon Insurance and Western Union for making this this segment possible. And thanks to everyone for contributing. Yeah, I'll go onto the post and continue the conversation. I can't. Al, good morning.